Good morning, everyone. Well, this is early in the morning, and thank you. I really appreciate your presence here. I'd like to express my gratitude to the organizer of the forum for giving us the opportunity to share with you what we've done in our business area. The biggest challenge in 2016 in China is consumption upgrading. Therefore, I'd like to make 3 points about consumption upgrading. First, what is your intention? Second, where is the direction to pursue? And third, how to execute? First, we create a term, 世代. The first one, 世, stands for the world of the internet. 代 stands for values typical to a generation. With the accessibility of mobile internet via smartphones, we can do precise marketing, SEO, and so on and so forth. But there are also internet marketing celebrities like Papi Jiang. But you still have that concern or anxiety of insecurity. Do you recognize this place? Do you notice these little huts? Where is this place? It's Hawaii, but you might not know that there is a cuisine called Pacific cuisine. This is my niece, and she's now a student of Pacific cuisine. She's learning to be a cook. But you know why she picked this Pacific cuisine as her major? In 2008, I served as the marketing director at New Oriental. When I was young, my big brother and I could only attend domestic Chinese universities. None of us could go to the US or other parts of the world for better and higher education. So I started off as an overseas education consultant. But I've been doing this for many years, but still I cannot provide any valuable help to my niece. I didn't know how to impact the decision made by my niece. I called this group of people a new generation living in a new world. Well, this is show the production or output of this new generation in the new world. So the first question we need to ask is, what is their intention? What is their motivation? What are they interested in? You cannot put simple tags on the people born after 1990s. Therefore, when we try to define the new generation, you cannot use demographic criteria. People born after 70s, 80s, 90s, it didn't make much sense. I think we could have only 2 types of people. People born or belong to the old generation, and people belong to the new generation. To give you one specific example, this gentleman, Mr. Chu Shijian, was born in 1928, but he was regarded as a member of the new generation. And also the Sunshine, it's a girls' singing group, was regarded also as a member of the new generation. Well, this new generation is known for their interest in all types of emerging technologies, and they are redefining China's values for the Chinese, and their value system is known for its diversity. Here, I'd like to highlight this in red. Many foreigners want to figure out what is on the mind of the Chinese, and I think I kind of know the answer. I'm also a member of the new generation. In the year 2015, what have I done? I'm busy giving speeches, 18 speeches, and I served as the chairperson for 9 times. You see the clothes I wore, the same shirt, the same pants, right? I was very busy. I had no time to look after the clothes I wore, so I borrowed Uniqlo clothes only. Around Chinese New Year, when I took a break, I understood that my company, Meihua.net, had a higher expectation towards me. I'm expected to make more speeches. This year, I decided to upgrade my clothes or my wardrobe. Who should be my models? Steve Jobs or Mr. May or Mr. Luo Yonghao, or Mr. Luo Zhenyu? Which one should I model? But talking about fashion, I should say they represent different styles. But I'm a marketing professional. If all the marketing guys look like them, it sounds low. Therefore, I decide to be different. From the consumer's perspective, well, this is the Maslow's pyramid. From covering my body to being appropriate for the season to a unique style. I've got different fashion styles to choose from. Which one do you recommend? British, Anglo-Saxon, but they are very huge in size. The French style, too luxurious. But I prefer this style because of this image. I love music. I'm a big fan of the Beatles, so I decide to follow their style, the British overcoat style. Look, this is the style I chose for myself. Do you see the similarity between me and him? He's known for exaggerated patterns. It's very sharp, and the color combinations are very fashionable.
Apart from a nice coat, I need to get a nice watch. Do you prefer the one on the top for me? If so, please raise your hands. If you prefer the one at the bottom, raise your hands. I decided to pick the one at the bottom because the one at the top because of very bad logistics, couldn't be delivered to my home. So I had to do with the second one. But what's more, I have a round face, so we normally wear a V-neck shirt to look good. Now, the key idea of image aesthetics would be matching between your personal features and the garment. We are, of course, often our skin color are darker or more yellow. It will be a better idea for us to match with yellow garment or white and black. When we want to renew our wardrobe, doesn't necessarily mean that I have to pay more money. For the coat, I paid 278. For the watch, I paid 219. So when we talk about consumption upgrade, it is about the building of every detail of life by consumers based on their value systems. Now these days, people are not buying what's expensive or what's good value for money. People are willing to pay for what they really like. I don't only like the English look, I also like the British chivalry spirit, so I decided to buy the necklace, the sculpture. Actually, the sculpture costs much more than the coat and the watch. That is why it is quite common that there are a lot of people who really love to buy things on the internet. Because nowadays we have the opportunity to build or construct a life based on a value system. That's why we keep buying these things that only become recently available to us. Now, because there's this consumption upgrade, conventional marketing strategies are no longer working, because I myself could not have seen that I decided to buy such a trench coat. And also, the fact that I bought one sculpture doesn't mean I would buy another similar sculpture. So it's very unlikely that I'll be a repeat customer to the sculpture seller, which means that traditional, conventional marketing strategies won't work in the new reality. Later last year, we already were aware of that problem, and in Q1 this year, I decided to bring that up on an online blog, Zaihang. We talked to around 50 people, and we discovered that 2/3 of them say the most challenging problem they faced as marketers were consumption upgrade. Where shall we go? What shall we do? We need to have integrated marketing. If we assume the consumer has a heart of a goddess, how could we pursue a goddess then? The best way to pursue a goddess is to present her with a diamond. Now you're looking at the Star of Africa, which is now put as the staff of the British Queen. It was mined from the South African mine, Cullinan. And if you are able to get a rough diamond from the mine, and then you need to send it to the capital of diamond, Antwerp, to be polished, it might take a year. So it's very costly and it will take a lot of time. But there's a person, a boy in Beijing, who picked a few stones up along a river and made them into heart shapes. This is an easy way, easy alternative to move the heart or touch the heart of his goddess. Now, how should companies deal with marketing as we're seeing consumption upgrade? Based on the study by Barabasi, human behavior is 93% predictable. Currently, we feel confused because the middle class ceased to exist after 1949, and it only started to emerge recently. In the new generation, we shall be very clear about what the needs of these consumers. Based on the MIT media expert Alex Patlin's study, when people are in an uncertain phase of their life, they want to use social learning to improve their confidence. They want to be a part of community. How can we convince or persuade the young people to be our consumers? Now, if you look at the new generation moms, they are independent, they are explorative, and they want to be in control. All the ladies present here, please think about whether you are a match. If you are not a match, you can raise your hands. If you don't think you're independent, you want to be in control, explorative, then you can raise your hands. Now, these keywords are the key values of new generation moms. Now, based on these insights, we've created a new marketing framework. First, we need to build communities with business value. Then we need to have scenarios that could be converted to sales, and we need to create content based on value systems. I'll give you a scenario. 逻辑思维 is a popular community. The community members are not book lovers. They are senior managers at companies or professionals. They feel insecure in the era of internet, and they want to study and learn every day. That's why they've become a member of 逻辑思维. And this is a community in terms of scenarios. 逻辑思维's account at WeChat and Youku would always broadcast to you the fact that it is very important to have clear awareness of what's going on, and which is that is converted to more sales. I think another example will be very familiar to you is Durex. All marketers must be very familiar with this brand. Durex is very good at taking advantage of social incidents in China. But in fact, the marketers in Durex must be very upset because they are very creative, but how could they actually make money for the company? The users of Durex, of course, are all men. So what would they do to address a larger audience? They decided to launch Durex Kegel Ball. This is an innovative product targeting women. Last year, they did a campaign for Durex Kegel Ball. It is it is most important for women to love themselves. As I said, women are independent, explorative, and they want to be in control. So to meet the needs of the new generation women, they decided to do this campaign. They worked with Mama Wang, an internet portal of 14 years of history. They have many online communities under mamawang.com, and they did a survey to understand the needs of women. They accompany it with expert Q&A and product placement, which would lead to the brand product page. And this is a case study of integrated marketing. Now, the traditional outbound marketing is not able to meet the needs of current era. That is why we're doing outbound marketing, which means that instead of going to our goddess and pursuing her, we want the goddess to come to us. So instead of presenting goddesses with diamonds, we would show them with this heart-shaped stone so that she would come jumping at us. Now, there are many differences. For outbound marketing, we rely on conventional ads, but inbound marketing would rely on organic search rankings, viral content, and social networks content. Doesn't mean that outbound marketing is wrong, but we just need to be more innovative and use inbound marketing for the current era. What inbound marketing do? It could help you to create community, scenario content. So you need to formulate such a plan, and then you can attract users and readers and then turn them into your consumers. At Meihua.info, we recently launched M1 Toolbox. This is a very effective inbound marketing toolbox. We have marketing page, contact management, and EDM. It is professional, simple, and highly efficient. That concludes my 1-minute ad for my company now. What's key is how can we implement these strategies? Everybody is very interested in community marketing, but how can we do community marketing? Not many people are very successful at this. Last year, we worked with Mama.cn on community marketing. Frankly speaking, I do not trust communities that managed to have 500,000 followers after 6 months of creation. I only work with internet portals with proven track record. We believe that we could also use the Durex case. They could go used brand and expert very well, but in terms of internet celebrity experiences, they were ranked lower. But things are more complicated because you need to find the right communities, and we need to look at the phases of your consumer's life. In terms of product awareness, for different communities, we have different product awareness. The Durex example is products that has no consumer awareness because consumers are not aware of such products. Another example would be products where consumers are aware of them. IKEA. Everyone knows IKEA. Young people in Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities like to buy IKEA furniture. But how shall IKEA market itself? Everyone knows IKEA. But it cannot do things as bold as Durex. So now, still, let's go back to the hierarchy of human needs by Maslow. It wants to move the consumer perception of being reliable to being stylistic. Last year, IKEA store decided to do a campaign. It targeted young mother and the decoration of baby rooms. Chose like communities that the 3 online and 2 offline communities, and its core value is being together. It has 4 segmented values as well under the overall value of being together. And under these 4 detailed values, you can create content based on the values. Let's go through them very quickly, the 4 scenarios. And thanks to these scenarios, they are very successful in persuading consumers to buy the furniture from IKEA. So in terms of expert, IKEA's campaign didn't really do anything, but it relied on brand experience and internet celebrity for its success in inbound marketing. For the 4 factors of inbound marketing, brand power is not as powerful. People do not trust experts anymore these days. So there are only 2 things that we can use: internet celebrity and experiences. Puppy John is a typical example of internet celebrity because this is one of the 4 areas that we can rely on. The other one would be experiences. Now, we always say that seeing is believing, listening is believing. That is why virtual reality and augmented reality are becoming more popular, because in the marketing world, there are few tools in the toolbox. We have to work with internet celebrities, and we have to create innovative experiences.
To wrap up, we're talking about consumption upgrading. And I think we need to evaluate this in relation to this emergence of a new generation in the new internet era. And we at Meihua.net have all types of tools to help you conduct consumption upgrading. But do you see the pimps on my forehead? That is because every day I'm asked very tough questions by my clients. It's not easy. And there's a series of issues for us to address. You talk about building up a community that has commercial value, but how do you make your choice and how to set up the scenario? Because starting from latter half of last year, everybody talk about scenario marketing, but who has managed to figure out how to conduct scenario marketing? Up to now, we've been talking about inbound marketing. Is it possible that we can develop some inbound marketing products? Therefore, by answering questions, I also create many more questions. Therefore, I think we can learn from each other and we can do research collectively. I hope that people and companies with first-hand experiences can collaborate with one another. You saw the 2 QR codes. One is the inbound marketing chatting room. The other is my personal WeChat account. So please contact me and join our chat room. Thank you. I'd like to thank Henry Wang, Executive President of Meihua Research Institute, known as Meihua.info. Any questions for Mr. Cheng? Hello, Henry. I've got 2 questions. First, you've been doing research and you've got several cases, and you also talk about the Durex Kegel ball and also IKEA's case. So is it out of your pure observation, or do these 2 companies are involved in your research? So it's not based on your observation, right? It's like it's a joint research product in collaboration with Durex Kegel ball project and also the IKEA's being together case. You also talk about 4 dimensions, internet celebrities, scenarios, and so on and so forth. So 4 dimensions. And also there is a rating, a scoring by the number of stars, 1 star, 3 star, 5 stars. Is it a quantifiable scoring system? No, it's subjective. It has not been quantified. It's not a quantified scoring system. Up to now, the data has not reached that level of precision. Up to now, we haven't reached the granular size you're expecting. Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you very much.